It was reported today that in the upcoming months, Microsoft will be launching an Xbox One S console without a disk drive. These sources come from Brad Sams and WindowsCentral.com, and I'll link those in the description. Microsoft is reportedly going to be releasing an Xbox One S all digital edition in May of this year, May of 2019, with pre-orders aimed at mid-April 2019. This diskless Xbox One S would be a huge step for Microsoft because it removes any ability to play physical copies of games. With this console, since it will not feature a disk drive, any games that you have on discs will not work with this console. The only way to play games with this console will be to download them from the Xbox Store. I personally think that this is a perfect time for Microsoft to introduce an all-digital Xbox One. There were rumors going around even clear back in 2014 about Microsoft introducing a diskless Xbox One. And one of the benefits of having a diskless Xbox One is that the console itself will be cheaper. The downside, however, is that you cannot play physical games. This could be Microsoft's introduction and peek into the world of game streaming with their upcoming xCloud, and now is a perfect time for Microsoft to introduce a disk drive-less Xbox One. Digital sales of games are taking over, and less people are buying physical copies of games. Me, myself, I own maybe 6 physical Xbox One games. Every other game I own on the Xbox One is a digital game. Now, there are benefits to having a digital copy of the game, and there are also benefits to having a physical copy of a game. One of the downsides of having digital copies is that they're linked to your account. So if something happens to your account where you get banned or anything like that happens, you will lose all of your games. There's no way to get those back. But whereas if you have them all physically, you can just create a new account and you'll still have all your games. Another argument for having physical games is that if you have a physical copy of a game, you own that game. Whereas if you have a digital game, you are only licensing that game. The license can be taken away at any time. However unlikely that may be though. But a disk driveless Xbox One S is going to be a really cool new addition to the Xbox family. So this will obviously drop the price down quite a bit for the Xbox One S, which currently retails for $249 for a 500GB one that includes a game with it. So you can get like a Fortnite copy with the game, or you can get Minecraft or something like that. So $249 is really cheap. The Xbox One launched at $500, so right now you can buy an Xbox One for half off of what it originally launched for. Now this Xbox One without a disc drive is probably going to drop the price down at least about $50 because it does feature a 4K Blu-ray drive, which reports have indicated that that 4K Blu-ray drive included in the Xbox One S and Xbox One X is one of the most expensive single components of the system. Having no disc drive in an Xbox One also introduces other benefits, such as a potential even smaller console. Now that does not feature a big disk drive inside the console. It will also provide better cooling now that you don't have a sealed box inside the console preventing airflow. It will also make the console lighter and easier to ship as well. Now, as for the name of this console, the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. Now, this is honestly a really good name for the console, in my opinion at least, because previously we've had the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and now the Xbox One X. And the naming scheme has been fairly good so far. The S standing for slim because it is a slimmer console, and then the X standing for extreme or something like that because it's more powerful. I don't know, but this is a perfect name for the console because this helps out consumers a lot. So if you are just an average consumer walking into Best Buy or Target or Walmart or wherever, and you see this console and it's marketed as Xbox One S All Digital Edition, that gives you a pretty clear indicator as to what this console is about. It means that it is all digital. That means that you cannot play physical games on it, rather than naming it something like the Xbox One D, standing for digital, or the Xbox One Slim 2, or the Xbox One, or anything else. This is really good for the consumers because it will mean less confusion. Now, ultimately, there will be a lot of people still upset that they won't be able to play their physical games on this console, but if that's the case, you can just buy a regular Xbox One S that does feature a disc drive for just a little bit more. Now, we have had rumors, like I said, about this for a while now, and even more recently, we had rumors that Microsoft will be introducing a program that allows you to trade in your physical copies of games for a digital code, and I think that would be a fantastic idea. So at a Microsoft store, you might be able to bring in your physical copy of Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, Anthem, whatever. You bring it in to the store, they take the game, and they give you a digital code so you can download it onto your Xbox One S All Digital Edition. Now, other people have brought up the question of what about data caps? Because a lot of people do have data caps on their internet plans, so they can't buy digital games because they have to download 50, 60, even 70 gigabytes worth of data for every game that they want to play. So compared to a physical copy of the game, where all the data is stored on the disk and just installs to the console, the only thing you have to download is any updates or patches. And data caps and slow internet speeds are a big reason of why physical media is still around in 2019. That's one of the appeals of 4K Blu-rays, is that many people do not have the internet bandwidth to stream 4K movies, but they can go out to the store and buy a physical 4K Blu-ray and play it just fine, even if they don't have good internet speeds. So in regards to this question about what if I do not have fast internet and I want to get the all digital edition? Well, am I just gonna have to wait 7-8 days to download a game? Or what if I do have a data cap? Am I only gonna be able to download maybe one game a month? Well, there was an interesting comment made on a Reddit thread about this Xbox One S all digital edition that someone mentioned the possibility of a Microsoft store allowing you to download any games as long as you bring in an external hard drive. So imagine you walk into a Microsoft store and you want to download Anthem or you want to download Apex Legends. You can just go up to a kiosk, plug in your external hard drive, download the game within a few minutes, and you're on your way. It could be as simple as that, and there won't be any need to buy the game in the store, because since it is all digital, even if you download a game that you do not own to your external hard drive and take it home, you won't be able to play it unless you own the license of the game. Now, this isn't an ideal solution, but it is a solution to that problem that many people will have, undoubtedly, about having data caps and slow internet speeds. And of course, the other way to solve this is just by buying a regular Xbox One S with a disk drive. This is also a great way for Microsoft to test out the waters and transition into the next generation of gaming with the Xbox Anaconda and the Xbox Lockhart, and they can test it out a little bit with this new Xbox One S All Digital Edition. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this in the comments down below. What do you guys think of an all-digital Xbox One S? If you're a PlayStation 4 owner or you do not have an Xbox One already, will this entice you to buy an Xbox One now? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.